What's up, guys? Check out my latest pickup. This is the Razer Kiyo V2 White Edition. So this is the latest from Razer. Now, I'm really excited about this one because this is a 4K AI webcam, and I'm going to be showing you all of the setup. But before we do, let's do a really quick unboxing. Razer never disappoints with this experience. I'll put that to the side. 4K made intelligent. Let's see. Boom. Guys, that is actually really, really impressive looking. Hold on, let's take this out of here. Wow. Look how cool this is. Really impressive, actually. All right, let's take this out. All right, guys, so here, check this out. So this is basically the stand. Yeah, hold on. Let's do this together. Love doing that. Anyway, guys, this is an impressive looking webcam. You can see the Razer in there. Check that out right underneath the lens. And guys, here, watch this. I think this does have, yes. So we do have this manual privacy thing right here. Boom. Really convenient. All right, so look at this. And guys, we have a 1/4-inch thread here, just in case you have to attach it to some type of tripod. You are good to go. And we have that single USB port right there. Okay, let's see what else is in here. All right, we have the user manual. Cool. And we have the cable. Good to go. All right, guys, I'm going to go set this up. Hold on. Okay, guys, so we have the Razer Kiyo V2 White Edition 4K AI webcam set up, and this looks actually pretty impressive up there. Now, we're looking at the preview inside of the Razer Synapse application, and the Razer Synapse application does have some really nice features in it. But hold on a sec. If we're looking in this top left corner right here, we're looking at the AI features, the AI auto framing, the custom scenes, the image enhancements. That's actually happening inside of Cam Studio Pro. And with the purchase of the Razer Kiyo V2, you actually get a license for this. To be fair, that's actually a really impressive deal, okay? Because this by itself is a $100 license. And you are getting that when you purchase this camera. Now, I wanna go over some of the features inside of Razer Synapse, and then I wanna push to the Camo Studio Pro. So inside of here, we actually have the preview resolution. And yeah, I have it set to 4K, 30 frames a second. Look at all these other different settings we can choose from, but 4K is where we're at now. Now, I actually have this set at 1.4 zoom. If I actually go back to 1, we are getting a 94-degree field of view. So we have a pretty big, large area. Now, don't pay attention to my mess in my background. Yes, my office is a mess. I'm in the process of cleaning it up. I get it. But I'm actually liking the 1.4 zoom because that's going to get me probably where I need to be. I'm actually 1.5 is actually working a little better. And I have access to basically just zoom around and move around wherever I want the camera to focus in on. Now, I do have a couple of presets that we can pop in here. I have the autofocus set to face and responsive right here. And if we go to processing on the top, I actually have HDR on. Now, this actually does make a big difference because my face and the colors in the screen are popping really, really nicely. Absolutely love the HDR here. Now, I can also choose between dark room and bright room. I am in the dark room right now. We do have some low light compensation. We also have some dynamic noise reduction here. If we go to image right here, this is where we can go in and change a couple of the settings. I have vibrant on just because I like the colors in vibrant, but if we went to default, it just kind of like washes out a little bit. Cool makes it just a little bit more blue. You get the picture, right? Warm makes this a little bit more orange. I like vibrant because it basically just boosts up the saturation just enough to make me look, you know, good. And I need all the help I can get, let's be honest. We also have the mic right here. And yes, there is adaptive noise reduction inside of the mic. Now, guys, this works all really well, but I want to go into some of those AI features. Let's go into the Camo Studio Pro. Okay, guys, we're now in the Cam Studio application, and this is where we can take full advantage of the key features in the webcam with an application that has AI built in. Guys, check this out. I'm actually just scratching the surface today, but yeah, this is pretty impressive. So we have the ability here to adjust the focus, right? We have autofocus. It's going to automatically adjust to the person. Okay, look at that. And do you see how the camera's moving a little bit? It's essentially following me. Look at that. Look how cool that is. And this is a steady camera, right? This isn't a camera on a gimbal or anything like that, but it's essentially framing me out in the video by itself. How cool is this? We also have the ability to just go in and do manual focus. That never works because now I'm just super blurry. So loving the auto focus feature. And how quick was that? Now, here's a feature that I really, really like. This spotlight feature. Look at my face. Watch this. Boom. So my face actually gets lit up like I have a spotlight on it, and the background kind of gets a little bit darker. Love that. Retouch, we're gonna need retouch. I need a lot of retouching. Now we also have some filters on here too, right? Watch this. See how my background has like a lot of colors in it, right? If I hit quiet background, it essentially just goes in and kind of erases some of those colors. Look at that. So now the main focus is me right in the foreground. Absolutely love this. And there's a bunch of different effects that you can choose from here. Check this out, emoji hands. So if I just kind of like wave my hand, look how the emoji just popped up. And I'm getting the, here, watch this. I'll do it again. Hello. Hello. Hi. So super fun effects in here. Now we do have the framing right here, and watch this. I can actually zoom in if I want my face to take up way more room. Look at that. And guys, watch this. As I'm moving around, you see how it's just kind of following my face and reframing me? Look at that. How cool is this? My phone isn't helping there, but you see how it's basically just framing me up really nicely. Look at this. How cool is this? Now guys, check out on the right hand side right here. There are a whole bunch of different preset scenes, right? And I just clicked this first one right here. I think this is a nice one. You get a nice frame around your video. You can actually put your name or your screen name or your gamer tag here. Think if you're streaming, etc. It's actually pretty cool, right? And guys, here, let me pull up the scenes. Check this out. Boom, we have a whole bunch of the different scenes that we can import in. Check that out. Here, watch this. Yeah, here's just another cool frame that you can choose from. Really loving this. There's also the remove background frame. Look at that. Yeah, pretty cool. And you have a whole bunch of different ones that you can actually add in. There's professional, there's social, streaming, etc. Right? So really nice added scenes in here. I'm gonna go with this vignette for now. But guys, I'm just scratching the surface here of Camo Studio, and I think that this is an amazing value add with the purchase of the Razer Kiyo V2. Now guys, we've talked about the applications a lot, and we've looked at the video quality. The video quality is actually pretty impressive here, but we haven't talked too much about the camera. Now, inside of the Kiyo V2 is an 8.3 megapixel Sony Starvis sensor. That's gonna deliver this super sharp 4K at 30 frames a second. And like I showed you in the Synapse application, we are getting an ultra wide field of view. And the real winner here is the HDR support. That's actually giving us that really nice color, saturation, and depth. And when you add all of that with the AI features of the Camo Studio application, guys, you are getting an amazing video experience. Look, if you're looking for a 4K webcam with some of the AI features that I showed you built in, I think that the Razer Kiyo V2 is definitely a top consideration. You are getting a ton of amazing features in here. The Razer Synapse application works well. The Camo Studio is where you're gonna get a lot of these AI features built in. And yeah, that is a massive, massive value add here. And on top of that, you are getting dual omni-channel mics featuring that noise reduction. So no need to have any like additional mics. You are going to sound really good in your videos. Anyway, guys, at this price point, I think you are getting an absolutely impressive 4K camera. Tino Reviews, it's an absolute 2 thumbs up from me. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll catch you guys on the next one.